morning, guys. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to partake in this video with me. So the time has finally come. I got the Civic put back together last night over there. I didn't film it because it took me between 2 days, almost 8 hours of assembly to actually get it together. And it was nighttime. There's no light. I could hardly see. I just have my little LED spotlight, so I wasn't even trying to film it. But good to know that the Civic is put together. Only thing I do have to redo when I swap the motor in it is I have to come into the rear camber arms and I have to re-tap one of the hole on each side, because whoever installed them before me is retarded, and pulled some threads, which not too big of a deal. I gotta finish welding my subframe shut because it kept catching on fire from the paint and the grease in there, so I didn't want to just have my subframe acting like a chimney the whole night with flames in it. So I gotta finish that. It's closed as is, but there's a few open spots. And then I still gotta replace my lower ball joints. I do not want to take the time to press those in last night. I wanted to get out of the way so I could get working on the Integra. So if you guys were paying attention or watching any of my last videos at all, you know that I had mentioned that I wanted to take the motor out of the Integra here pretty soon, because I just kind of skipped a lot of things whenever I did the swap. It's if you don't already know and you're just checking the channel out, it's a K20A2 Type S matching trans in my DA. I swapped it in like 3 days preparing for IBOC, and that was kind of a no-no. So I mean, it made it and it's worked just fine. Like mechanically, there's not a single error other than a squeaky clutch slave cylinder. But yeah, there's just a lot of half-assed things in there. Like the engine bay paint got completely destroyed from a lot of brake fluid issues, and then my brake lines are just everywhere. I want to kind of tuck the harness just a little bit better, and then stitch weld it, get rid of all that gross seam sealer. Just kind of go through, shave it if I can, do the best I can, just try and clean it up, and it's actually going to get resprayed. So that's my main goal. I'm giving myself until my birthday, which is December 17th, so 6 weeks. Rip the motor out today, get started on it, and yeah, see where we make it in 6 weeks. But so I don't hold you guys up anymore, we're gonna run and get coffee quick so I can burn the last little bit of gas that I have in here out, so I have as little fuel dripping out and stuff while I pull the motor as possible. And so that way, since I'm not gonna be able to drive it for the next month or so, I want to be able to have one last rip. So let's go get it. Alright, so I have all the fluids drained, I've got the headlights disconnected, I've got obviously the whole front end off. So now I'm going to just probably set this up on time-lapse, kick up a live stream, and just start unhooking everything, getting the fuel lines done, and yeah, just picked up an engine stand too so I can set the motor on that once it's done, because I plan on separating the tranny from it, because I'm going to change my throwout bearing and my slave cylinder, see if that helps with my clutch issues I've been having. But yeah, already part of the way done. I'm just taking my time. Alright, so quick update. Pretty much almost everything is ready to come out. I still got to disconnect the shift cables and these two heater hoses and the exhaust. So I'm gonna probably just disconnect the header. I'm not sure, I'll figure that out here in a moment, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, clutch line, shift cables, heater hoses, and then it's ready to pull out. I just finished getting the harness out and all this junk. This is what I've pulled off so far, and it's an absolute pain in the butt to get that harness through. I'm not looking forward to putting it back in. The hardest part was the stupid charge or the power wire to the starter. It's just there's no room right here to get under. So yeah, that sucks. And then I'll be taking the radiator out and stuff too, obviously. But yeah, just those last couple things. Oh, and the axles. But yeah. So everything is out now. It is ready to just have the mounts loosened up and removed or whatever. And then I can yank it out. So I'm gonna get that done really quick. Hopefully really quick. Hopefully it goes smooth and I don't like drop it or something. And then I got I wasn't gonna do it, but I figured I would just to make it easier to clean everything up. Remove the shifter cables. Actually, I don't know. I might save that. But yeah, get the power steering line that I made. Get that. Where is all my light? Whatever. But yeah, get just everything out of the way and just kind of hop right into the attempt of. I'm gonna try welding a few holes shut as is. Just grind them down, whatever, and weld it shut. And if it doesn't work with my welder, then I will have to borrow one from work, but I will work on getting the seam sealer off. Well, that was really sketchy because I didn't have the right size chain or seat belt or toe strap or anything to use, so I just had this bolt, and the bolt started to bend, but thankfully got it out. So now I'm gonna just separate it from the transmission, and yeah, I got a lot to work with here. I gotta take the header off too. I'm just gonna have to hose out all this coolant and stuff because I don't want to be laying in that. But this is what we're working with, so I guess I better get started. Still gotta pull the radiator out the rest of the way, and then yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work. So I just got done cleaning up a little bit, got the car back on the ground. I actually found a 10-point or a 12-point 10 mil so I can get the clutch off. So I do have to go to Ace really quick to get longer bolts to mount to the stand. But current thoughts right now are I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed, but I'm not gonna let that get the best of me. I'm gonna really try and make this something. So yeah, I'm gonna hose this off quick and hose off the driveway to get all the coolant off because mosquitoes are starting to show up. And I'm gonna run down to Ace, go get some bolts, and come back to this. And then just right off the bat, grind some metal down and try and weld it and see if my welder will burn through too easy or not. And then that's gonna decide where this vlog is gonna go. So it's been a little bit now since this last update. The sun's obviously going down. Everything's out. I put everything away because my OCD. I didn't want tools and stuff hanging everywhere. The motor is pushed over there. I'm going to be putting it here in my my car tent, and I've already started getting the seam sealer off. So that's pretty much what I've been working on the last like 30-40 minutes. I've been using a razor blade, but I'm gonna go through it with the wire wheel and clean it all up and whatnot. I got a lot more to do because it's all the way around here, comes up through there, goes up to there, tees off, some goes down there, some comes up here. Same on that side. I don't know how much I can get in there. I'll try and get the best I can, or the most of it that I can. Up there, up here. But I gotta pull all these little rubber plugs out, stitch or fill those in. Yeah. If anybody ever tells you that shaving an engine bay is easy, I take that back. If anybody ever tells you that shaving an engine bay is easy and not time consuming, you better slap him in the face, because I'm guessing that when all is said and done and the car is put back together, I'm probably going to be somewhere around the 40 to 50 hour mark of labor just in doing what I'm doing now. I'm going to set up my welder really quick and see if my welder is capable of welding this. My welder, for some reason, I've tried every type of material I can. It just does not want to feed, or at least make a bead on the low heat setting, and it's only got low and high setting. Harbor Freight welder for the win, right? But yeah, I'm going to try and get it to make a bead or at least some good tacks. And if it doesn't burn through, then that's what I'm going to be doing next. Obviously, duh, that's what I gotta do. But if it does, then I'm gonna have to wait for another video, try and borrow the Hobart welder from work, the little portable welder, because that's what we welded in my frame rail mount with, and I know for a fact it works. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. I apologize if all I've done is talk this video. I'm just it's hard to film camera angles and everything when I'm the only one doing all the work and all the camera work, and stressful, but at least we're getting it done. It looks like the welder can actually do it. It may not look the greatest because I don't know. I'll try and give it like an actual bead, but I don't know if it will bead up or if I'm gonna just have to do a bunch of tacks. But either way, I know that at least it's not gonna burn through right away. At least not on this part. So I'm a little sketched out for like the core support and stuff because it is a little bit thinner material. But shoot, I'll just grind some off really quick and I'll try it and we'll see if it works. All right, so clean that up, looks good, solidly penetrated, and just ground this down. So I'm gonna try and weld this closed really quick, and if this doesn't burn through, then we're totally good to go. So it looks like if I hold it in place for like 3 or 4 seconds, it'll burn through, but if I just give it a few tacks around to fill it up, I should be okay. So that's freaking sick. All right guys, well, I'm gonna just end this video here. I have confirmed that my cheap little Harbor Freight welder can in fact get this done. We got the motor out, we started getting some of the seam sealer off. I just used the wire wheel, and yeah, you guys on my Instagram live stream were right. I should have just, wow, that is a big bug on my lens. I don't want to touch it. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please stick around. And other than that guys, tomorrow after church, I'm going to just be out here doing just this. So I will make a video out of it. Hopefully maybe have a friend or something come over, make it a little bit more entertaining, you know. And yeah guys, do what you love, forget about the rest. And I'm encouraged all over again now that I know that I can do this like myself with this welder. So alright guys, see you in the next video. Peace out.